that?
That's what they say Jesus is.
That's what they say. Who are they?
Right.
All praises. All praises. He said, so-called white people. He said that is Jesus. You want to see Jesus in the Bible? We can show you what it looked like. Because don't they say that? Nobody's seen Jesus. Nobody's seen God. He's just a proof of smoke. He's just a spirit that's just floating around. Well, we're going to see what the Bible says. Give me, Daniel 7.
I know what you're talking about.
We're going to bring out the Father first, and then we're going to bring out, because your son's going to look like you, right?
That's right.
You got created your son. He came from you, so he's going to look like you, right? We're going to show you God, who the so-called white man says does not have a body, or he's just a proof of smoke. Because that's madness. You see everything else in the Bible, but you don't see the Father, and then they say that nobody's seen his son. That don't make no sense when it's telling you what he looks like. It's actually showing you that he's walking around amongst men. He's conversing with men. He's healing people. So that means that what? We haven't seen him. Got that? Read.
Daniel 7 and 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
You see Ancient of Days? That's speaking of the Most High himself, Heavenly Father. Read.
Whose garment was white as snow.
What?
Was white as snow, and the hair of his head like a pure wool.
He had what?
The hair of his head like a pure wool. His throne was like a fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire.
See that? So if you're wearing a garment, that means you have to have what? If you had something on, you have to have what? You have to have a body. Daniel's telling you that he's seeing the Most High. Okay, these are visions that the Most High sent these men. Why? Because they had to declare these things into the earth. We have to speak these things because we know that these other people, they tell lies. Give me 2 Peter. Say what?
Chapter 5.
And then give me second. He got 10 and 5. You give me 2 Peter. Last. Three and this first because Peter, when he was reading Paul's epistles, he saw something. So I'm giving you understanding first who he said of the things that men do, what they do. Got that? Read.
2 Peter 3 and 16. As also in all his epistles, speaking in them these things, in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable rest, as they do also the other scriptures unto their own destruction.
See? So Peter's let you know that Paul's epistles, his writings, is hard to understand. But he saw something else also. Read.
Ye therefore, beloved, seeing ye know these things before, beware, lest ye also be led away with the error of the wicked, fall from your own steadfastness, but grow in grace and in the knowledge of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. To him be glory both now and forever.
Amen. So Peter's saying that the writings of Paul is actually hard to understand because of the way that he was speaking. But he knew that men were going to take his writings and they were going to do wicked things with it. You see that? what you holding?
Daniel 10:5.
Bring that out.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 10 and verse 5. Then I lifted up mine eye and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen.
Clothed in what?
Clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with the fine gold of Euphrates. His body also was like the beryl.
You know what the color beryl is? Brown. See?
And his face has the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass.
See that? So if the Father has a body and he wears a garment and his hair is white and woolly, it makes sense that his son will look like him also. See that? But the so-called white man would tell you different. Like I said, the Bible tells you. They are the wicked of the earth. These people, they have taken the scripture and they have confessed lies to the earth, to the entire earth, that you guys believe in, put y'all into Catholicism, made y'all Catholics, gave us that their image, put us in slavery, and have beat that image into us, but they gave us the same image. But we are family at the end of the day.
Because the first three brothers, those are the Jews. Those are the southern kingdom.
You guys after that, you guys are the northern kingdom. See that? What's the holding before that? Why did God choose these people? Why did he choose us?
Do you know they're going into slavery?
You know why? Deuteronomy chapter 6.
Come on up, I'm going to show you
Read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
What does holy mean? You know what holy means? Holy. You know what it means? It means set apart, separate.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
To be what?
To be a special people.
Are we special people? We cook. We're the best cooks. The best dancers.
You got a minute, guys?
We got the best clothing. When we dress up, we don't dress like each other. They try to be like us at the end of the day. All these other nations, they want to be like us, right? Because we are those special people. Read.
Hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
See that? He said that these people are above all these other nations. He made us over these other nations. You know why he made us over these other nations? Do we do things like that? Do we put plates in our lips? Do we blow in cow butts to stimulate the milk? See that's what this is how these other nations conduct themselves. That's why God did choose them. Why? Because we don't do that. You don't do that. You see, that's why he chose us. Because these other nations, they act like animals. They act like beasts. They walk around pretending as if they're civilized. But when they go back to their own country, you know the thing they do behind closed doors, they act as if they act as if they're beasts. You got that here? John.
First Chronicles 16 and 30.
You said 13. Hold on. You hold that. Keep reading.
But because the Lord loves you,
Because he loved you, brother. Okay? He loved us. He don't love these other nations. He loves just the 12 tribes of Israel. That's it. Y'all should stick around and listen. Read.
and because he will keep the oath,
He shall keep the what?
he will keep the oath which which he has sworn unto your fathers.
Let's see who these fathers are.
First Chronicles 16 and 13.
Bring it out.
O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen one.
We are the chosen, brother. Remember that.
He is the Lord, our God.
Our God. Nobody else.
His judgments are in all the earth. Be ye mindful always of his covenant, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, even of the covenant which he had made with Abraham.
Who?
Made with Abraham, and of his oath unto Isaac, and have confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law.
Who later became Israel. His name was Jacob first, then he wrestled with the angel, and then his name was changed to Israel. The Most High gave him a royal name, okay? Go back to where you were.
But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath,
So that's the oath he just made.
which he has sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
Out of slavery. Because it was our people that was up in slavery during the time of Moses. We built those temples. Them damn Egyptians, they didn't build a damn thing. And y'all built those temples too down there up in Mexico. What's that? El Salvador? So the Incas, the Mayans, and the Aztecs. Y'all spiritually went and y'all built temples again. Because you don't find no more temples nowhere else in the earth. Only over in the southern continent, and then over here, over on this here continent. Those are the only two places you see pyramids that was built by men. It wasn't built by the so-called white man. It wasn't built by these other nations.
Right.
You had to have strong men to build those temples. These were not weak men. These were not stupid men, okay? But that was slavery that we had to go into because we had disobeyed the Most High. You see that? Yeah, come. So now we're going to show you, because the Bible speaks about certain tribes. Each tribe specialized in something different. Read.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 14. Issachar is a strong ass.
Is it what?
Is a strong ass.
It's saying that y'all are strong workers. Yeah. That's why y'all have the mule up on y'all flag. Y'all country. See that? Y'all are strong workers. That's why y'all able to work on crews and do a lot of the landscaping, the labor work. This is how these people are. And the Bible shows you how these people are. We are not weak people. Read.
Issachar is a strong ass, crouching down between two burdens.
Yeah.
Mexico stuff. South America.
Come on. Yeah, because y'all between South America and Mexico.
Mexico is north. Yeah, Slovakia.
Mexico, when you say that Issachar is a strong ass crouching down between two burdens, Mexico is in between North America and South America. And y'all in the middle. And both of them oppressed y'all at the same time.
See that? Come east, north, and the Spaniards.
Right.
Those were white people at the end of the day.
Right.
See that? So you know why we have women? Your son. So you know why we went into slavery? Yeah, you know why these things happen to us? Deuteronomy 28:15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken.
These things are going to happen, okay? It has to happen. It's not written down for no reason.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
don't listen.
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these blessings.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Yeah. So when the Spaniards came to conquer you guys, they brought this book, but not just this book, they brought that goddamn image too. Like I said, they gave y'all all this, and they beat that image into y'all and made y'all bow down before that image. That's why a lot of y'all, when y'all see this image, y'all start feeling some sort of way. Not just per se, but of your people, of our people, when they see that, they start feeling some sort of way. Because they think that that's a good thing, but we know that that's not a good thing. That is detrimental to our people. It's detrimental to our mental health and our physical health. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 16. Curse shall not be in the city, and curse shall not be in the field.
Are we not cursed in the city? First fire, last fire. Everything keep going out. We don't get the raises. They secretly give raises to their people working at these jobs. And when you get your raise, it's like a year or two later. Talking about, oh, you've been working hard. There you go, 50 cents. When everybody else, they just got $3 raise. They gave you a 50-cent raise. My job did that for 7 years. Gave everybody raises, and when it finally came time to give me a raise, I only got like $2. See how they do us? Are we not cursed in the field? Who was picking the cotton? Who was picking the tobacco? So-called Native Americans. Who's down there collecting the coca leaves? So-called Mexicans. They got your own people got y'all down there picking the coca leaves. You know why y'all picking the cocaine leaves? Because the so-called white man demands to have his cocaine. So he's making your own people, the cartel, enforce these burdens upon them to go and get the cocaine so they can make cocaine, so they can bring the cocaine back here so the white man can enjoy this here stolen land. Because they stole this land. You know that, right? Give me Deuteronomy 28:68. We're gonna give you another curse. What's the other curse? Isaiah? Yeah.
Deuteronomy 28:68.
How did we get over here? How did the so-called black man get over here? Because you guys are already here. That's in the Bible. By ship, all praise. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt. Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Back into slavery, because we walked into slavery. But this time he's saying, you're going back into slavery again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt sin no more again.
Is not the black man still here? Are we not still here? So they never let us go back home. They brought us, they had took us from the west coast of Africa during the transatlantic slave trade, then brought us over here. They haven't let us go. That's why we're still here. You see that? They got us oppressed together. But see, because of that oppression and that separation, when we look at one another walking down the street, we got an equal eye towards one another. Give me 17 and 19. Because when we do that to one another, that's part of the mercy, but we're not supposed to do that to one another. That's a wicked thing to do, to see your own family member walking down the street and looking at one another like he the ox. No, people You said Leviticus. I said motherfucker.
They gonna come on real quick.
Read.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
You shall not what?
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
You're not supposed to be having a grudge against one another. You're supposed to be loving, you're supposed to honor one another. These here people. We got the same blood going through our veins. Because of this here man, Israel, Jacob. That's our forefather. That's our great grandfather. You see that? Right. We up in game. We can't go. We go off the one that look, and it's really bad on the West Coast. Compton, where else over there? Inglewood, East LA. The brothers and the masters, they can't go to one another without somebody having a problem like what you doing up over here. Right. When not one of y'all lift one goddamn finger to put any of these bricks up on these here blocks or raise up any of these street corners, but yeah, we actually stake some sort of claim to it. See that? White man built it up and then got us believing that we are in the opposition against one another. See that? Read.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord.
See that? Even the Most High is telling us we gotta love one another. We have to, because if not, when the Civil War breaks off, guess what's gonna happen? We still gonna be set apart. We're gonna be separated from one another. We're gonna still be looking at one another like we're the ops. Because right now, this is the time of grace. We're supposed to be coming back to one another. Okay? This is how the Most High set this up. This is what you call the narrow path. This is the only way for us to get these things done. You got it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you.
Because at one point we was loving one another. When we were over there up in Jerusalem, when the 12 tribes were actually amongst one another, we were loving one another. We was kind to one another. We showing one another brotherly love, respecting and honoring one another. But we don't do that now because of the goddamn devil. Read.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
His eyes shall be what?
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
That's why we can't even look at one another walking down the street. It's probably as long as you stood before so-called black man having a conversation about. Say what?
All praise.
All right, you see that?
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and towards his wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
See that? We are the ones that got to broken up homes. See that? The women raising the kids. But that's part of the curses. These things had to happen to us. That's why the Father said that this thing shall come to pass. Because y'all got into all kinds of idolatry. Y'all worship the sun god, y'all was worshiping the stars and everything. The so-called Native American, they had the totem pole, they was worshiping the animals, the beasts, and all these things, when God said for his people not to do these things. Oh, come on. So, we're going to show you, how did y'all get over here? How did so-called Mexicans and Native Americans, how did y'all get over here? Say what? Y'all don't know? Come on. We're going to read it for you. Because see, everything that we're saying, we're proving. Why? Because it's written in the Bible.
Right.
When you see, if and when you did go to church, your pastor, he wasn't going to tell you the truth. He's going to tell you a goddamn lie.
Right.
Why? To keep us our positions from one another. To keep our people separated from one another. So-called white man did that.
Right.
Goddamn devil. Read.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 40.
Bring it out.
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away, prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea, king of whom Salmanasseh, the king of Assyria, led away captive.
See that? The damn Assyrians led y'all away captives. They're about to put y'all in the hardcore bondage like they did us. They did. All of us out here, they did us dirty. The things they did to our forefathers, you would never ever imagine yourself doing these here things. Only these here people would do these things to us. They took the women, they took y'all women, the conquistadors, and they hung them upside down,
Right.
set a fire underneath them while they're pregnant and cut their bellies open and let the babies fall out until they burn the damn hay.
Right.
That's horrible. You gotta be some sort of wicked ass person to do something like that. What man do you know among you that would do something like that to a woman? See that? Only one nation of people conduct themselves up in that way. We're gonna show you who these people are also. Read.
And he carried them away over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
See that? So y'all so northern tribe took the counsel among themselves and said, we gotta get up out of here. So they headed this way. They didn't go east. Why would they go east? There's no reason for them to go east. There's nowhere to go unless you're running back into the hands of your enemy. So they had to go in only one other direction. Because you couldn't go north because the enemy's north. So they had to go in one direction. They had to go west. Read.
That they might keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land.
Y'all stop keeping the laws. When your forefathers were over there, up in the southern continent, what they call Africa.
And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High did show signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over.
So he has stopped all the troubling waters, the white caps, the waves and everything, the ocean. He actually calmed so that it was still, so that y'all would take safe passage to get over here without the problem.
Hey, and when they say that the Most High showed signs in the stars for y'all to get over here, that's why the Ethans and the Mayans, that's why they was worshiping the stars, because the Most High had showed them the direction to get over here in the new land.
Yeah, because Issachar, y'all were able to read the stars among our people.
Verse 44, for the Most High did show signs for them, and held still the floods till they were passed over. For though that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
Y'all, a year and a half to get here. That's a long time. But the Most High, he had mercy upon y'all. That's why he kept the ocean still.
And the same region is called Austria.
Called what?
It's called Austria.
It's not America. This land is not called America. But we're going to give you the definition of that word, Austria.
All right, this is the Jewish Encyclopedia. So the definition of Austria, the name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the laws of Moses until the time of restoration. According to 2nd Ezra 43, 13 and 45, Columbus identified America with this land.
So Columbus opened the Bible,
Right.
read, and was like, wait a minute, I know where these people went.
Right.
and got permission from that wicked ass damn dog of a queen at that time to come over here to find y'all. And when he got here, he didn't understand what y'all was saying because he didn't understand the language. But he heard the language before. Why? Because he had a slave with him that was from the northern tribe, from y'all people. So that's how he had knew who y'all were. This land is not called America. America, that comes from a so-called white man. Right there. America Vespucci. Okay? These two men, one was or Ciprico Africanus. One was the Italian map maker, and then the other one was the navigator for the ships. But they built a lot of ships, okay? So-called Jewish men. These men are Italian, but these people call themselves Jewish. They were the ones that was making those ships. You had a lot of those men that had a lot of money. They helped fund the transatlantic slave trade, okay? Because they were moving y'all around. That's why y'all are up in South America. See that? Because y'all were here first, and when Christopher Columbus came, then came, what's that damn Spaniard's name?
Hernan Cortez.
Yeah, Hernan, yeah. And then, who's the conquistador? Yeah, basically the Spaniards and the conquistadors. They then came over later, and then they started moving y'all around. That's why y'all are over there up in South America. But what they did also, they pushed y'all south over here, and then put that border up. It said that y'all gonna be up in Mexico. That's why y'all are coming back up here through that goddamn border, because it's natural for y'all to come back to where you had began from. When y'all first came up over here. So it makes sense why they're saying immigrants or the illegals are coming back up through the border when they are the goddamn white man is the goddamn #1 illegal alien.
Bring it out!
They don't belong over here.
Bring it out!
This ain't that goddamn land. These people went across the earth and said that, well, we're going to conquer, and then we're going to name this after us, and we're going to set up borders. We're going to set up all these here policies, all these programs that's going to keep us up on top. Because if they pass that law about illegal immigrants, guess what? Their asses got to go back too. They got to go back to Europe. That don't make no sense. You're going to have people come over here and call them illegals and then create this new damn law that said they got to go back to Mexico. But yet you're the biggest illegal alien over here. So that means you got to stand by your damn word. You got to go back to Europe.
Right.
No, you got to go back to the damn Caucasus Mountains because that's where they originally came from. These people don't belong over here. We're going to show you who these people are according to the Bible. Give me Genesis. We're going to show you who the so-called white man is.
You gotta go, huh?
You gotta go feed them. Can you come back? You gonna come back? You gonna be over there? Alright. Are y'all listening? You listening? You gotta go too?
Hey, did he get us on the Facebook?
Oh yeah. You got YouTube? Go over there. The brothers